And we're back here, main event.
Yeah.
Second hour. Don't forget, live on YouTube, TME Media AZ, 8 to 10 a.m. We're off tomorrow, but follow TME Media AZ on X, and we'll post that we are verifying that will be 9 o'clock tomorrow. Right now, it's scheduled for 9. The weigh-ins might move that a little bit, so stay tuned for that. We will go live on YouTube like we normally do. Coming in for this special Friday edition. We'll be going back to Fridays. Cardinals report coming up July 22nd. We'll be going back to working Fridays again here coming up as the football season gets wrapped up here. So a couple more weeks off as well, but special at 1 tomorrow. And if you miss it, of course, it'll be on demand on Rumble and YouTube tomorrow as well. New episode of The Real Matrix coming out tomorrow. It's on the education, Dale.
Education system.
Education. That's tomorrow at noon on Rumble and your favorite podcast system as well. And, of course, catch all of our programming on both the YouTube, TME Media AZ, and then on Rumble. Rumble.com/user/TME Media. We have now able to make The Real Matrix its own little URL. So that's coming your way. You have to apply for it and stuff. So we're working on that. So it'll be a little easier to find that coming up here.
Okay.
But, look at that, Dale. Moving up in the world.
Look at you guys.
I got feedback. I need to repost it, but I did get a little bit of feedback of people that heard me on the John Holmberg podcast with Stephen McCollum and a guy named Hellistray. I got a couple people messaging me saying it was fun. They liked it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
But they went, "Where's Dale at?"
Yeah. Oh. Not only did you block me out, but then you drowned me out.
You should have sat on my right, so I remember you're sitting there. Not on my left.
Completely forget about me.
I forgot you were there.
The two Dobsonites hanging out.
We're just flowing. We're just old school, just like back in high school again. Except we didn't go to high school at the same time out there. So, let's move on from your Diamondbacks. College football yesterday. Big 12. Cincinnati. A lot less legal talk yesterday. Cincinnati didn't want to touch the Sorsby thing.
Okay.
They're going to handle it differently than Texas Tech did. They're just going to try to get it done and solved as quickly as possible.
Right.
That's what Cincinnati's going to do.
Get to football and hopefully.
Once the season starts, I think it'll die down.
Yes.
Type of a thing. And I find it interesting. I didn't think about this, but I thought about it yesterday. They got served a letter from the NCAA the day before, the day Big 12 Media Day was starting.
Okay.
That couldn't have been a coincidence, right? Because it's the most heightened time to serve it. And a day before the day Texas Tech was speaking.
Right.
And the day before they speak. Yeah, yesterday I was sitting there going, wait, that couldn't have been a coincidence.
It could have been delivered today or tomorrow.
It wouldn't be, it'd be a blip.
Yes.
Compared to what it was yesterday out there. But Arizona Wildcats, your Arizona Wildcats got to go first yesterday as well. Another kind of boring day in terms of coaches and speak. Not a lot of. I'll sum up Big 12 Media Days for y'all. You ready for it, Dale? I'm gonna sum up the three common themes of Big 12 Media Day. Are you ready for them?
I am.
I really like my roster. Our goal is to win a championship. And we're always looking to improve with NIL. And we're working, and we have new buildings coming, and we're growing, and we're excited about our future and the way our momentum's going. You don't have to watch one other coach's speaking. That is 90% of the talking points for every coach out there. So,
yeah, but one school has 10% of another thing that no other school in Arizona can talk about.
A Heisman champion?
Yeah.
Before we get into this, really quick. Heisman Trophy odds. I looked it up yesterday.
Yeah.
C.J. Carr, Notre Dame's quarterback this year. Arch Manning, obviously, is in the conversation.
Oh.
He's going to be a Heisman Trophy candidate, folks, whether you like it or not. They're betting co-favorites. They're around plus 750 or plus 800 in that range, depending. I looked at BetMGM, and I looked at a couple other sites. I did a Google search, an AI search, and they kind of gave me odds as well. So you'll see anywhere from 750 to 800.
Okay.
For them. Julian Sayin, quarterback Ohio State's around plus 1,000, plus 1,100 in that range. Dante Moore, quarterback Oregon, who's going to be the second quarterback off board this coming NFL season after Arch Manning probably. Dante Moore plus 1,000 plus 1,100 in that range for him. Old Miss quarterback Chambliss, who got an extra year of eligibility, plus 1,100. He's a long shot to me because his team's just not going to be as good this year.
Right.
With their head coach moving, the guy they promoted. No offense to him, he's not Lane Kiffin. So that team's going to take a step back. So that's going to hurt his chances. Josh Hoover, who's now at Indiana, right? Did he go to Indiana? He was at TCU. I think he's at Indiana.
Okay.
Plus 1,200, plus 1,300 in that range for him. You're going to give a quarterback at Indiana a shot because of their head coach as well, right? What he did with Mendoza, obviously. Hoover's already a good quarterback. Can he improve more and get developed there at Indiana this year? So he's somebody to keep an eye on. Darian Mensah, quarterback at Miami. Same thing, about 1,200 there as well. First receiver comes off the book now. Jeremiah Smith, wide receiver, Ohio State. Plus 1,300, plus 1,350, that type of range.
Right.
Hey, Dale, what name haven't I mentioned yet?
Well, I think they just forgot Arizona.
Oh, they forgot?
Yeah.
Or are we just trying to kiss our quarterback's butt in his 5th year and show players how I got your back no matter how stupid I look?
Until he proves it, I'm saying he's got a chance.
Till week 1?
December 7th.
I think they play BYU in week 2, I think it is.
Yeah.
They play them early this season.
Yeah.
And, I know Brendan was saying, this is the game everybody's going to want to watch.
Yeah. Don't you think?
It's actually probably the best game that weekend.
Yeah, yeah.
If you look at the schedule. I don't think there's any other big matchups that weekend coming up here. I bring that up to you, and I get it. I'm having fun with it. Brendan's doing what a good coach will do. Fafita's not winning a Heisman Trophy. He's not even going to be in the conversation anywhere but from Brendan's lips. Arizona was passing out Fafita flyers yesterday, Heisman Trophy stats and everything during the thing. They're doing what they should do. They're hyping up a quarterback that is a good quarterback. I like Fafita a lot. I've always liked Fafita.
Right.
I actually blame I blame Brendan for his stunting a couple years ago. Brendan's first year, Fafita went backwards with one of the best receivers, if not the best receiver in the country that year. T-Mac ended up gets drafted. I blame the coaching staff for Fafita's failures, not Fafita, and what they have around him.
Okay.
And things to that. He's going to have another good year, but he's not having an Arch Manning. He's not having a CJ Carr. He's not having one of those years. He's not going to be able to win the Heisman over teams, or they're going to lose 1 game or 0 games throughout the regular season.
Well, that's probably going to be the thing. They're going to lose those 2 or 3 games to finish 3rd in the Big 12, 1 game ahead of Arizona State.
Yeah, I mean, even if they finish 2nd in the Big 12 with 2 losses, you're behind 2 other guys out there. That's kind of the argument.
Right.
So, I mean, but Brendan was doing what he needed to do yesterday. I will give him plenty of props. I'm just having fun on the fact. Because everybody there yesterday was going, did I hear you right?
Yes. My man Fafita.
If you don't know what I'm talking about, Arizona unveiled their Heisman campaign, which is when's his poster going to go up in Times Square is the question.
Wow. Or in Tempe.
Brennan met with the media yesterday, talked about his quarterback. Here he is. Heisman Trophy possible winner. Brennan on Fafita. Oh, he doesn't have that one. You'll just have to trust me. He said it. Sorry,
wow. You just cut it out.
I hyped all that up for nothing. Oh, my goodness, Dale. What did I do? I saved it in the wrong folder. Dale, talk for a second
Oh,
here.
you were probably just upset that you had to wait 30 minutes for dinner last night.
You think that's what I was
Yeah.
all fired up about?
I thought that you'd go back and just have the entire Dion interview
Yeah, I know.
up on video so
Did
you
you
can watch him.
Did you see everybody losing their mind because that player was like, we never watch film on defense. We just go out there and play. Everybody's losing their minds about it.
Come on, Dion. Come on, Dion.
Yeah, so I messed up. But there's a Heisman campaign. But he's saying all the right things. He's saying all the right things. Matter of fact, I have the quote for you.
Okay.
He definitely has a Heisman resume. He is the best story in college football. He is a rare human being that chooses the right things every day. He not only kicks ass on Saturdays, he kicks ass every single day of the week.
See? It's the kind of guy you want leading your program, Steven.
Oh, Fifita's the guy you want to lead the program. Absolutely. I agree 100% with that. It was a lot of hype about how Fifita, in an era where he used to term players take a lot in this era of college football. And they did a lot of hyping on how Fifita is, not that type of a guy.
Right. I think that bodes well.
You got to play well at football to win the Heisman.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. Obviously, he is everything would have to break just right. Ohio State lose a couple games. Texas lose a couple games.
More than a couple.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, everything would have to break. But I just appreciate the fact that little Tucson actually has paper down there, and they can hand out, a little piece of paper saying, hey, vote for Fifita.
I think it's fantastic. I think it also shows recruits what you're willing to do for them. As well. So I think that's good from that perspective.
Is that way they can change the pronunciation of his name, like Joe Theismann from Joe Theismann?
Joe Theismann. For Heisman.
For Heisman.
I know, I'm having fun with it. But in all seriousness, Brendan did something yesterday that impressed me.
Oh.
And it's he went with a mission, and he's showing, and because I have another clip for you coming up here. I have a clip for you.
I was going to say, do you have a clip?
I won't screw this one up. He's showing recruits, you show loyalty to this program and you come here, we're going to back you up. And that's a good message to send in this day and age, especially when you're a team like Arizona. Because you're going to lose your good guys over the years, in theory, because of more money and stuff.
You have.
But Fifita had chances to lose. Be a Fifita, and we'll back you up and hype you for Heisman Trophy candidacy and stuff to that effect before the season. We'll back you up. Two things happened here that kind of did shock me as well on Brennan. Now, as a caveat, if you don't know, I am not a Brett Brennan fan. I do not think he's a good head coach. I think he's a mediocre head coach. I think Arizona can do better, but they'd have to spend more, and I don't know if they're in the boat to do that. But I'm just not a Brett Brennan fan. I don't think he's going to get you over the hill. He's going to hurt you more than he's going to help you have a successful football program. He's an average coach. Doesn't mean he's bad. Doesn't mean I'm not. That's what I mean by I don't like him.
Right.
I think you can do better than him is what I'm getting at. He talked yesterday about the process. He's asked about the process. Here it is. Brennan on the process.
Okay, that is a huge question, and I'm not sure we have all day, but I'm going to try and give you what I got, okay? For starters, we are big believers in controlling what we can control, right? And what we can control is our process, right? We don't control the outcomes, right? But we can control our process. So that is where it starts for us every single day with our players. In terms of how we build that over time, our model at our place is going to be much more developmental, more high school players, and then focused on retention, once as they go through their process of development. Will we bat 1,000? No one will. You know what I mean? But I think as long as we are focused on our process and really diving into that daily, attaching that red line standard to our process, we have a chance for the outcomes we want. So that's kind of how we're built.
Center right.
Focusing on high school kids, not the transfer portal.
Right, and that is a byproduct also of what's our NIL.
Yeah, you can't get the big time.
Probably
kids, right?
Don't have enough money to go and cherry pick 3, 4, 5 big name guys to go to Tucson.
You just don't hear a lot of coaches talk about going high school route these days. It's not the way to go. It's to go through the transfer portal and add. You get those high school kids, but then you add. Right. Through the transfer portal. And so I was shocked by that. I think it's the right move for Arizona because, like you said, you're not going to be able to go get those. Brendan's not Kenny Dillingham. That coaching staff isn't Hines Ward, for instance.
They're not that.
So you're not going to get somebody that goes, I've always dreamed of working with this receiver coach down here. Whereas you get that at ASU.
Well, and I also think you look at it and they don't have a $10 million NIL
That's the other
pool.
side. Yeah. Now, the fact that he said bring him up through high school and then retention. What I said this about Kenny Dillingham after his first year before they exploded, nobody saw it coming. I said if I was Kenny Dillingham, and I say this to Brendan, I would recruit the best high school kids that you can get, because high school kids are being ignored by some of these big schools because of the transfer portal.
Uh-huh.
Get the biggest high school kids in here you can. And just flat out tell them, come in here, be the best you can be, develop under us, help us win games. I'll be right behind you in the NIL portal. I will support you going into the portal and going to Notre Dame, Alabama, Auburn, and starting there. I'll be the guy behind you. Come and help us build up. Let us develop you. Don't go there and sit on the bench.
All right.
Come here. We'll develop you for a year. Let's win some games. I'll be behind you. I will call Alabama myself and say that you deserve to be there and they should get you in the portal. I think that's how you should be recruiting these high school kids.
Well, that, and again,
And then your hope is you keep them, right? Because then they get here and they like the program, they have success, and then you can keep them. That's how you're going to get those big kids at this level. Go there and make your $2 million, but sit on the bench and never get playing time. Or come here and develop, show your worth to these schools, and then I'll help you go there.
it's fascinating because you just made me stop and think. So, in my recruiting class at SMU, 1981, there are 25 of us.
Tell us about your NIL.
It still remains under sealed document, Steve. Wasn't legal back then. I think there's not a statute of limitations. But there are 25 of us, and it was a highly ranked recruiting class.
Mm-hmm.
And I think back to that, my freshman year, there were three of us who played on the varsity team. Back then they had a JV team,
Yeah.
but played varsity, lettered, contributed.
From that class?
Of that class. Only three.
Yeah.
And by the time we were all juniors, there's probably 6 or 7
Yeah.
that were starters.
And this was big talent.
Yes.
Yeah. You had big talent in that team.
Yeah. Now again, I didn't know when we showed up that we're going to be the fourth or second ranked team
Yeah.
in the country, but so they had some good upperclassmen. But when he says, "Yeah, you got to hit on as many as you can," well, if you bat 30% on your high school recruiting class, but you can do that every year,
Yeah. You'll be pretty
you'll be
good.
okay.
But you're going to lose a lot of them. You just have to come to that realization. You're going to lose a lot of these guys. A cornerback or a receiver comes in and has just a dynamite freshman year. You're losing them because you're not going to be able to pay. Most likely. Now you're going to try to retention them and stuff like that, like you did with Spivey and obviously Fafita and stuff to that. That's where the relationship comes in, right? And stuff to that. I like that attitude that he has to go the high school route because they're just not going to compete in the transfer portal.
Well, it's realistic.
That's the thing. A lot of coaches, you hear them go, "Well, we got to compete in the NIL, and we got to compete in the transfer." Well, sorry, UCF, you're not competing in that era,
Right.
because every kid that you can get in the transfer portal, if Florida calls them, Florida State calls them, Miami calls them, like you have some schools around you that they get that phone call, you got no shot.
Right.
You're not going to compete in that area. So I like what he's doing there. I'm going to give him credit for that. But that's the problem. You got to hit on those kids.
It's kind of funny because I know people probably it almost makes you go, "Well, I don't want them to be really super good. I want them to be just good enough to help us." But
Yeah, so
nobody else
don't
wants
lose them.
Yeah.
I see. I'm the opposite. I take Kenny Dillingham's stance. Hey, you want to transfer? I support you.
Right.
Don't have that adversity to it, like you get it with the Lane Kiffins, where you say you're transferring and you're dead to Lane Kiffin. Dead. You've never existed. I like Kenny Dillingham's attitude, and Arizona can take that attitude, but it's going to show loyalty. What he's doing with this Fafita talk, with the Heisman Trophy, look, it's not going to happen. Sorry, Arizona fans, it's just not going to happen.
Hey, it's July. You can
I like Fafita a lot. I've been on Fafita's bandwagon. When he was going intertwined, I was like, you got to stick with this kid. But you have to. This is all showing loyalty to these kids in an era and a place where there's not a lot of loyalty. I think that's good. Kenny Dillingham gets that.
Well, the thing I was going to say is that, you know, you're kind of hoping your kid is not a superstar so that all the big teams come
Yes.
after him. Good enough that, you know what, we might be able to keep him. It's kind of like when I hear ASU fans go, oh, we might lose Kenny Dillingham. We might lose. When's the last time an ASU coach was coveted by Michigan?
Get into the playoffs 3 years in a row, and then I'll be okay with it. I mean, I'll be upset he leaves, but I'll understand why he leaves.
Right, and hopefully he left some coaching staff members there, and he's built a program.
Yeah, it's funny. I mean, I would like to see Arizona get enough talent down there and get good enough that ASU can poach him in the transfer portal. I think that would be fantastic.
Well, won't that be interesting the first time somebody does that?
It's happened already. It's just not a big name guy.
No.
But, like, could you imagine, like, Sam Levitt leaving ASU, and he's like, where's he playing at? Oh, he's starting quarterback at Arizona this year.
Yeah.
Or vice versa. Like, Fafita leaves, but he comes to ASU. Well, you saw the freak out when all those kids left for Washington when Jed Fish went up there, and that Fafita and them were thinking about going. Like,
Right.
You saw the freak out on that. We just saw the freak out on Cincinnati and Texas Tech, folks. Right. Hey, Brennan's talking about, and this is interesting to me. This might be my bias on how I just don't think Brennan's the guy to grow a program. I just don't. Say what you want to me about me for thinking that. Maybe he'll prove me wrong. I'm hoping he does. But things like this don't help me. He was asked about a coaching principle he refuses to change. Well, before we play this, Dale, you've had a lot of big-name coaches in your day. A couple that didn't even know your name, hella strong.
And he wasn't a big-name coach.
No. But what I'm saying is,
I got him fired, Steve.
They all have principles that they do not bend. Like, what was Jimmy Johnson? I will not bend from this. Like his coaching principle.
That he's going to work as hard as any NFL team.
And he was dead set on it.
Yeah.
Your meetings were competitive,
Yeah.
right? Your film meetings were competitive. Then you get on the field and stuff. Marv Levy, you were kind of early in his career and stuff, but he probably had a principle that he just stuck with and went with it, right? All those guys do have it.
But now remember,
LaFleur has a principle that he will not bend on.
I just remember, back in the 80s and 90s is a different game.
Yeah. Well, no, I get it.
So
but
I don't know what
Okay.
Brennan's going to say,
I'm gonna
but
share.
I'll be interesting.
Yeah. Here we go. Brett Brennan on the principle, the coaching principle he refuses to change. His coaching principle he refuses to change. I'm emphasizing this for a reason. Here's Brennan.
One coaching principle that I refuse to change.
Yes, sir.
We're moving forward together, and if you're not with us, there's the door.
Dale, is that a coaching principle?
Yeah. You want your team all pulling in the same direction.
Yeah, well, I agree with that.
So, I mean, that's how
But
I'm taking that.
That's the one that you refuse to change.
Oh, well, you got asked off the cuff. Come on, Steve.
Don't you know what your coaching principles are?
We're all moving together.
I guarantee you I can ask Kenny Dillingham right now, what's the coaching principle that you most rely on? And it'll be boom, 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 boom.
No.
He had to repeat the question.
The question was
he had to ask
one.
about it.
No, see, that's this old Steve McCullum. Thought you turned over a new leaf.
No, I heard that and I'm like, what?
No, that's perfect.
Nah, it's terrible.
Totally
We're all going in one
disagree with
motion and
you.
You're out of here.
Boy, I'm excited about Tommy Brennan.
You don't even know his name.
What's his
Brett
name?
Brennan.
Brett Brennan.
Learn his name.
Tommy Brennan's my defensive line coach at SMU.
So, Brennan, yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Move forward together.
I told you, like I said, I don't hate Brennan. I just don't think he's a coach that's going to lead you to the promised land. Big 12 champions. I just don't think he's that type of a coach. I just don't. But and it might be because watching Kenny Dillingham the day before and then watching Brett Brennan, and not just Brennan, the other Cincinnati's head coach, West Virginia's head coach. It's a hard watch compared to Kenny Dillingham and just his energy and just
he's like one of the. When I first saw Dillingham, I was like, "Is this an act?"
So remember the first year we were, we were at that one studio, and I was like, "Dude, he's just constantly just." And it drove me nuts that first year. Then the second year, he settled down a little bit. That first year, he was reacting to everything. And he kind of was, that's that. So it was different. But Kenny Dillingham today, I like a lot. That first year, Kenny Dillingham drove me nuts. So I agree with on that. But we'll see how that goes. Let's take a quick break. Don't forget, we're ending the show a little bit early today. Me and Ethan, unfortunately, have an appointment we got to get to as well. We'll get to the comments out there, and then we'll give you updates on the World Cup this weekend. What's coming up? Don't forget, tomorrow, Uncle Lou, for those of you that tune in for Uncle Lou, not today, we're going to do a special segment with Uncle Lou tomorrow coming in on Work on Friday. We still work on Fridays, by the way. We just don't go on air this summer months. We're going off air on Fridays. But tomorrow we'll be on for about an hour or so with Uncle Lou. So come and join us there. But let's talk some World Cup when we come back. The main event.
Go USA!
Arizona, they'll be lucky to win 4 games.
Who are you talking about? Arizona Cardinals or
Yeah,
University
the Cardinals, of course.
Arizona?
Of course, Wildcat fans. That's what I was talking about.
Yeah.
Don't forget to join us on our YouTube chat out there. Don't panic today. We just got to get off air about 45 after the hour here, about 15 minutes early. Me and Ethan have a college thing we got to do, and the only appointment we could get was 10:15, Dale. So we
Really? Higher education, right?
Yeah, we got to run across town and get to that. So a little early today, but tomorrow, bonus programming. Uncle Lou tomorrow. Talk that UFC fight this weekend. Huge fight. So come and join us live. Follow TME Media AZ or, of course, the Pit Stop Talk. I'll announce it. 9 o'clock is when it's scheduled now. I don't think it's going to change, but it might rotate it for the weigh-ins and things to that effect. We'll have to wait and see here coming up. Lou's going to join us remote because of the weigh-ins as well. So it'll be fun tomorrow. A little show here on a Friday. So make sure you join us or catch it on demand as well. And Robert says, don't think anything happens about the Diamondbacks in season, if at all. Not going to hire someone for the 27-28 season when the strike is looming? No. If they make a move on anybody, they're promoting him from in-house, and they're all going to get blown out after this season when Torrey goes. They're not going to go out there and hire somebody outside the organization.
Right.
It's going to be somebody. It's going to be somebody in the organization that's going to take over that post. Take Bob Brenly out of the broadcast booth. See what he could do for the next 3 months.
I don't know. I think he kind of likes that.
Yeah, I would do it if I was
No,
Brenly.
no.
You wouldn't catch me dead going back down into there.
No.
But no, so that's why it's going to be. It's just to change the voice and see if something changes is all it is, because we know what they are, right? And that, but that's the thing. The strike is a big cloud hanging over all of these. The other reason why, if they continue to struggle, is they're going to sell anyway. But there is another thing weighing on the selling side. That's the strike. If you can unload somebody with 2 years under their deal because of the strike next year, you're going to do it. That type of stuff. Expiring contracts don't really matter because they'll expire. But so the strike does loom a little bit for a lot of teams when they go to sell as well. Robert says, didn't Brennan already change to lay or not to lay?
He decided not to wear that anymore, right?
Yeah, because he flat out, and give him credit for this, because that was also my problem his first year when he was trying to keep everybody from going to Washington. I think he let the players kind of overrun him a little bit because he was just like trying to keep them happy so they wouldn't go to Washington. That was the Lay situation.
Okay.
He took it off last year, and I think he even said it public. If he didn't say it publicly, I saw him say it somewhere, and I might be letting this out. I don't think I am. I think it was public. But he flat out said, he goes, last year I was just trying to keep kids here and keep them happy. He goes, now we're going to coach them.
Right.
And they had a decent year last year, Dale. You want a dinner to Steak 44? I offered to pay Coop for that, by the way. I got to be clear saying that because Dale thinks I was mooching. I tried to give him cash and he wouldn't take it.
Yeah, the $20 wasn't going to pay for your drink. What do you think you were at?
Oh, it was more than 20.
Outback?
I almost got. No, we're not in San Diego, so we didn't go to Outback. I didn't. Never mind. I won't.
No.
World Cup today. Well, first of all, Rattlers Tucson, last home game for the Arizona Rattlers Saturday night.
Yep.
I believe it's a 7 p.m. Kickoff. Am I correct on that? Let me look that up here real quick.
While you're looking that up, also there's the Scottish Open this weekend, the precursor to the British Open next weekend.
Live and PGA guys playing in this tournament.
Yeah.
Because it's a European,
DP Tour.
DP Tour thing.
Yeah.
So you will see Live and PGA guys playing with each
Right.
other starting today.
Right. So all the
This
big
morning.
names are over there because they get over there a week early, get acclimated and all that. And
And this is a big tournament. This is a fun one to watch. You have
Yes.
to get up early or watch the replay.
yeah.
But this is a fun one to watch. They take it seriously as they try to figure out how to play these links before
Right.
next week.
Right.
Really quick, Tucson Sugar. 6 p.m. over there at Desert Diamond Arena.
Okay.
They have 2 games remaining. This is their last home game. They still got a shot at the second seed for a home playoff game, but Dale, most likely this is their final home game of the year. They're going to have to go to Vegas. They're going to have to go to San Diego in week 1 probably of the playoffs. And then San Diego or Las Vegas for week 2, possibly, depending how it
Well,
falls
and
out.
the whole thing is so weird. I was just thinking about this, that there was a year or two where they finished second, which means you got to host the first round playoff game. You win, and then all of a sudden the first seed gets upset.
Yeah.
So you get 2 home games.
Yeah.
And that happened once or twice.
But there's
and-
also where they have the 1 or 2 seed and they lose at home.
Yes. Yeah.
Kevin Guy said that, and I didn't verify it, but Kevin Guy said at the last home game in the press conference, every year they've won a championship. They've been on the road.
Yeah.
Never had a home game. It's almost like,
And- and-
this year, though, they're bad on the road. So I know they won in San Diego last week. They're 2-3 on the road now, 1-1 neutral. But
Okay.
but that's league-wide, by the way. This is very competitive league when you travel. this
Right.
year. For some reason. It's a new thing with this league, too. Even bad teams play well
Play better
at
at
home.
home.
Play better at home.
Yeah.
And in the past, a bad team would just get blown out no matter where they play. And they play more competitive at home. So Saturday night, I don't know. I got to make the decision if I'm going to go to this or go to the UFC thing. So I don't know.
Conor McGregor, you wouldn't miss that, would you, Steve?
No, it's not just him. I'm interested in like 3 or 4 of these.
Where is
fights.
it?
I
Where
should
is it
concentrate.
this week?
The UFC fight?
Yeah.
Oh, you would ask me that.
Yeah. Well, I thought you're already prepped for Uncle.
No, that's
Lutamon.
tomorrow. If it was today, I would have spent yesterday prepping it out and everything. I believe it's in Vegas. It is in Vegas. Yeah.
At the Apex?
No, it's UFC 329.
Oh, I didn't not know it was a number.
T-Mobile. Oh yeah.
Okay.
So we'll see on that. So Rattlers this weekend, home playoffs on the line. If not, I'll still be watching it. I'll probably post on it while I'm if I don't go to it and stuff. I just don't like missing that stuff. I feel like it's my obligation to go, but I'm like, yeah, it's the last game of the year.
Mail it in.
What are they gonna do? Not credential me next year? Do me that favor, would you? What?
Wow. You like to walk into that press conference. Oh, Big Steve's here.
Man, it's funny. It's like it changes too when Richard's there. Everybody, Richard starts it, does it. Richard Opert from Arizona Republic. He starts it, does all that stuff, and it's like a more relaxing. He gets the general questions out of the way and stuff like that.
Right.
But when he's not there, man, I just feel like there's extra stress on my shoulders because they'll like literally, and it's not any. I'm not bragging or anything like that, but the young kids that are in there, they'll turn around, and they'll be like, what do you got? And I'm like, oh, I got to start this. So it is kind of funny different role there when Richard's not there compared to when he's there. So it does kind of crack me up a little bit. But then you got World Cup this weekend, Dale. Now, when are you leaving for Sedona? Sunday?
Sunday.
So birthday here and then Sedona.
Yep.
You're going to miss a fantastic UFC party. Not even at my house. It's down the road from my house. If you want to go to a party, you're more than welcome to come.
Well, yeah, that's why I'm invited, right? Not your house. You've been all over about. You've wrecked my backyard. You sat on my couch. You've slurped down my food.
France Morocco today, 1 p.m. on this. I think France winning this whole tournament.
I was gonna say, so
they got a chance to be upset today by Morocco.
I won't see you next week.
Yeah.
Who do you think makes the semifinals and the final?
Okay. So I think France is winning the whole thing. I'm still on board with that, whatever. I think France, if France is going to be upset, it's going to be today against Morocco.
Okay.
If France is going to struggle today, I think this is going to be an evenly contested game, and I think France squeaks it out. Then they'll play Spain next up for them, because Spain will beat Belgium tomorrow at noon tomorrow. This weekend is interesting. Norway, England, and Argentina, Switzerland this weekend. Does the recency bias of Argentina make you think that they should be a favorite anyway, but now does that push them over the edge? Then England going to Mexico really impressed me. That showed me this isn't the England soft team of the past.
It's been a long time since they've won a World Cup, right?
50s, yeah. But they always show up and disappoint. They went down to Mexico, went through all of that heartache and pain down there, come out the victors. They showed me they're gritty this year, which they haven't shown in the past. It's going to be England, Argentina. Now, Argentina has a big match. Switzerland's defense is going to be tough for Argentina to get through. Argentina is going to struggle in that game. Switzerland has a chance to knock Argentina off. I do think England will beat Norway from that perspective. But I'm going to give Argentina the win regardless, even though I think it's going to be a tough game. So you're on upset alert today with France could lose to Morocco. I don't think they will, but it is a possibility. And then I think Argentina's on upset alert against Switzerland. I don't think it's going to happen, but I'll pick that. So then the question becomes, can you put England in the final? My brain cannot wrap around that. They can't.
But you're saying you think they have the talent to get there.
England's always had the talent to get there. They just always let you down. That Mexico experience showed me they have the grit, the mental, everything to overcome what they went through in Mexico to win a game.
And do you think Belgium doesn't have a chance?
No chance.
So
it'll be a 1-0 game or 2-1 type of ball game. It'll be a close game, but I think Spain's the better team over Belgium. Yeah.
So you're saying that they're that much better than the U.S. And again, we're talking about one game.
Belgium, yeah.
And yet they're not in the league of some of these other teams.
Yeah.
It's
it'll be a close game. I'm not saying it's going to be a 4-1, 5-0
Well, you don't see that unless it's the U.S.
But it'll be a 2-1, 1-0, 2-1 type of ball. Maybe 3-1, a late goal to make it 3-1, something like that. But Spain's better than Belgium. Spain will win that game.
Okay.
Yeah. France, Spain will be interesting. I just think France's talent, they're an overall team. They're accustomed to making the final game. I'm going to say I think England one is what should be. I think France is going to be in the finals because we won't see each other until the final will happen. So I'm going to say France is going to make the final. I still think France is going to win it. England, Argentina, I don't know.
Toss up?
I just don't know. And the reason why is Argentina impressed me with that comeback, but they have flaws. England's toughest, I can't wrap my head around what England did in Mexico because that's not what they do. They falter. So I think England's going to falter in Norway. They're probably going to lose to Norway, right? Type of a thing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go Argentina, France. I'm going to go with the big boys.
Okay.
And I think France is winning it all this year.
And then
they're playing.
And then who wins on Saturday? Conor McGregor?
No, I'm gonna go Holloway.
Are you?
Yeah, it's not even gonna be close.
Really?
It's not gonna be a fight. Yeah, Conor's gonna look like a low-level UFC fighter.
Yeah,
I think he's not going to.
Do you think he would do that to his legacy or whatever you call it?
I think he thinks he's going to go in and wallop him like he used to. Dale, you know this as an old guy.
Oh, yeah. No, I know.
But no, my point is Conor doesn't know yet. He's going into this thinking he's Connor of 15 years. His body's telling him he's Connor of 15 years ago. You know, the dominant Connor. His body's telling him that. His mind's telling him that. Then you get in that ring against Holloway. And your body tells you, I ain't up for this. I ain't up for this. I think that's what's going to happen. I don't think it's going to be a particularly great fight. We'll see what Lou says tomorrow about that. That's not the fight I'm looking forward to. I'm looking forward to the ones before Duplessis and Usman. I'm sorry, not Duplessis and Usman. I apologize. Saint Denis and Patty Pimblett. I'm looking forward to that one. I'm looking forward to Sandhagen and Batista, local kid from MMA Lab, there as well. King Green and Terrence McKenna. I'm looking forward to those fights. I'm entertained in McGregor because I want to see. But I said, did I say it yesterday on air? I might have said it off air. I think the McGregor fight's going to turn out to kind of be like those Mike Tyson versus that YouTube kid. I think it's going to be like that.
I know Lou's not super excited about it.
No, but that's the reason, though. 5 years, hasn't fought in 5 years. Coming off an injury his last fight on top of it. Losses leading up to his final fight 5 years ago. It's just stacked against him. It's just stacked again. He's going to come in shape. He's going to try his best. I just think, especially the longer the fight goes, I just think a guy with that much time, I don't care how much you spar, Dale. I don't care any of that.
Yeah.
You're going to go into that fight and your mind's going to be like, I got this. And your body's going to go, nope. You want me to do what?
Yeah, it's interesting because, and the other thing that I've heard a couple people talk about is the fact that, when he was in his prime, he was just starting to get some money. He wasn't flying privately. He wasn't drinking champagne.
He lives on $1 million yacht.
And now suddenly he's on a yacht and he's living a different life.
Yeah. And I think that's a lot of it.
Yeah.
He's going to go in with his mind's going to tell him he's got that fight and everything. And I just think it's going to be a dud. I'm not saying it's not going to be an entertaining fight. I'm just saying I'm just not expecting anything from Connor. And you run the risk of being injured on top of it. I hate to say it.
Yeah.
With that much time off, you kick somebody in the shins, and all of a sudden,
you do not want to be a career-ending or a life-altering injury.
My other thing is I think because fighters, when they fight all the time, they can do a shot that they're used to, and the other guy cannot be fazed by it or doesn't get affected by it. Connor's used to hitting guys and seeing reactions. And he's going to have a powerful punch, but he's going to be ready for it. Holloway is. But I want to see his reaction when that punch doesn't land like it used to. Like he connects on one of those that used to knock somebody down, and he does it, and the guy's just standing there. I want to see his reaction at that point. Because that's an oh crap moment of, I used to lay people out with that punch.
And isn't he fighting at a bigger weight class too?
He's always gone up and down.
Okay.
This one I think is a welterweight.
145,
so,
I think.
Yeah. Connor's a big dude, man. He packs on that muscle. So we'll see. We'll have Lou on tomorrow. Follow us on social media. Like I said, it's planned for 9. It might move depending on the deal. Otherwise, I'll be back on Monday. Dale's going up to see Rossini and Vrabel up there in Sedona.
Oh, that's Vrabel. We're going to talk a little football. Talk about the process, Steve.
The process of getting out of the doghouse with your wife.
Process of going to the Super Bowl, Steve.
I'll see you on Monday. Dale, happy birthday.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Everybody have a great weekend.
Go celebrate your 65th birthday in style.
4th. Jeez.
Robert says, get out of here. We're going. Ethan's yelling at me too. Bye, everybody.